Welcome back to the Adventures of Flash and the Balkans Tour Part 4. In this episode, we're leaving Slovenia to go across the border into Bosnia, and we're heading down to Sarajevo, where we're spending the night there and going into the old town. And the next episode, we're then heading south from Sarajevo and going down to Dubrovnik, again another great old town to go and see. And then we're starting to head back, heading northwest along the coast, just past Split to Trogir. So that's it. We're now, instead of just the great roads now, it's going to be more of a, I suppose, a bit more of a touristy bit, seeing the sights, the historic places in this. So you'll see a bit more photographs that I've done here rather than just the road riding, because there wasn't as much exciting road riding. When we went into Bosnia, great scenery, super lush, couldn't believe how green it was. Even the mountains, all the way up the mountains, were just all green. It was amazing actually. There was almost no other colours, just green, and surprisingly very few animals. It was just, you think, there's the sheep, the cattle, nothing at all. Looked really good grazing land as well, but nothing going about. And also, side of the roads, you can see the houses affected by the war from years ago still got bullet holes in them, so you're sensing a lot of the trouble that had actually gone in the country. So it was really good on that side of things. And as you can see here on these tunnels, it was like a mining tunnel. The surface was absolutely terrible. But overall, the roads were pretty good. But I found Bosnia, the speed limits were very low and very, very hot as well. I think the Power Ranger we've seen in one of the previous ones, he went out on his own, tried to have a bit of fun and managed to get caught overtaking cars at a high speed when he shouldn't have done. Got his knuckles wrapped and got a nice large fine for his troubles as well. So we were all okay. We knew about this, we were taking it pretty easy, not getting into trouble. So another beautiful day, heading down towards Sarajevo. Again, very hot, in the 30s. Roads got busier eventually as well. Getting in Sarajevo, obviously a big city. 4-lane traffic on both sides leading into the city. The population was at 275,000, I think it is. Huge place. We're right in the city centre as well, and that was torture getting into there. Again, we're at the Art Hotel, right in the centre, as you can see. Bikes packed like sardines. But beautiful city, and because of the old city, you can see some of the ruins there. Main walls obviously still quite intact. We had a great evening. Obviously you can see the bridge where Franz Ferdinand was shot, started the World War I, etc. Again, great bit of history. Getting lots of tourists zipping about there as well. But yeah, it was a good evening. Sat outside at outside restaurants, great food, had a great time. Again, it was about 20 of us on the actual tour. I think we had about 14 of us on our table, so we had a great time. So that was Sarajevo. Had a nice 2-mile run in the morning, just to get my little bit of exercise in along the river there. Really nice. So that was then. So out of Sarajevo. Again, as I said, we're heading south, getting towards Dubrovnik. So this is some of the roads actually going down there. So a really good ride down to Dubrovnik. Had to go across borders again, quite a few borders to get into there. And I think it was a Saturday. We sack a days on these holidays, and yeah, it was Saturday, and they obviously don't think they're going to be busy on a Saturday, so we had to wait for ages at the border. It was like, didn't seem that busy, but just cars just didn't seem to want to move. But we eventually got through it, so we could get down into Dubrovnik itself. So we're in the modern part, in Sheraton. beautiful hotel, as you'll see by some of the photographs. So it's one of these tours, and didn't exactly skimp on the hotels, so really nice. But as you can see here, we did have some nice roads to go along. This was a beautiful one here, I think. The river by the side of these mountains, so it made a good contrast. So it's a bit more relaxed though, a bit more traffic. Had to just take our time a bit more. So on the riding side of things, so as well, another place we visited on the way down, we went to the Sarajevo Bridge, also known as the Mostar Bridge. Again, Sarajevo basically means old bridge. Obviously now not an old bridge, as it was blown up in the war in 1993, and before it was rebuilt in 2001. So it was originally a 16th century Ottoman bridge in the city of Mostar in Bosnia and Herzegovina, that crosses the river Neretva and connects the two parts of the city. The old bridge stood for 427 years until it was destroyed on the 9th of November 1993, as I said, by Croat paramilitary forces during the Croat-Bosniak War. Subsequently, a project was set in motion to reconstruct it. The rebuilt bridge opened on the 23rd of July 2004. The bridge is considered an exemplary piece of Balkan Islamic architecture and was commissioned by Suleiman the Magnificent in 1557. Designed by Memar Berudin, a student and apprentice of the architect, and he built many of the Sultan's key buildings in Istanbul and around the empire. So yeah, a bit of history for you. Not just motorcycler on this channel. I see here at the bridge, it's quite touristy. Some bars there, lots of little stalls and things for you to buy stuff. Quite pretty though. And I say somebody jumps off that bridge, quite a tradition. One of the guys actually looked after our bikes had done it over 5,000 times. A lovely pretty little place, stopped, had some food there as well. So a recommended little place to visit. Again, plenty of history to go along with the tourists, but a nice place. So after we got to Dubrovnik, again staying in this lovely hotel, we had a great evening. I had a nice restaurant just outside the hotel that we ate. Absolutely magnificent pool to swim about in, which was great again great for cooling off after a hot day on the bike. We also retired for the night. Now again, the next day it was a rest day. Now this time there wasn't a route available and not a lot of good routes really for us to plot. And well, we had this boat trip and going to Dubrovnik's old city, which again, it was one of these really nice places. And yeah, that's not the boat we were on, unfortunately. It was one like that. Pity, but nice enough. Well, nice enough if they let us on it. We had to sort of press gang ourselves onto it, which we weren't very happy about, even though we'd booked to go on. But once we were on, a bit like sardines, we did have to get some people transferred onto another boat, which you see here. And then we got on our way again, and on our way to actually to Dubrovnik itself. So lovely sights along the way. Again, just a nice, beautiful place. So as you see here, another hot day. Eventually get to the harbour, get in there, and we spent quite a lot of the day there. Really, just as you see here, taking lots of photographs. Beautiful place to go. Very busy again, very hot, but very interesting place. There's walls right around the outside of it, quite high up, that you had to pay to get into, €25 a person. But other than that, you didn't have to go up there. But seeing as we were there for a day, we thought it was worthwhile doing. So yeah, it was really good. Lots of steep steps. I managed to run up the whole lot. Record time, under a minute for the main ones. Not them sort of competitive or anything like that, but hey. And yeah, we had a great time. Dubrovnik became a World Heritage Site in 1979. Again, just to protect itself, so really nice place. It's really nice having all these same sort of coloured tiles on the roofs, etc. You know, it gives it a really nice bit of character. As you can see here, lots of views from the walls as we were going around, and I'm sure a lot of people will know from watching the TV series Game of Thrones. This was used for a lot of the scenes. Not that I ever watched it, too busy on the motorbike or watching other guff TV shows. But yeah, beautiful, pretty place. Just let you enjoy the rest of the pictures as they roll along here. So that was Dubrovnik ticked off on the old bucket list. Must admit, quite impressed actually. Didn't mind having the day off the bike because it was a really good day. So as you can see here, going along the road, and you can see it just on the left hand side there. The road doesn't go that close to it, but just skirt it, but you can't see very much. But yeah, quite nice to see it from a different angle, I suppose, for a little bit. So basically the day was all the way up the coast road. It was only about 170 miles for the day, but yeah, pretty much all coast until the last 30 miles went inland a little bit. Again, scorching day. Again, a bit busier this time. Again, partly I think because all the group were together, we are taking a little bit easier. So it was just a nice relaxed ride. A couple of stops. We always had sort of mid-morning stop for maybe a drink, coffee, etc., and then a lunch stop, nice and relaxed. You know, there was no rush in what anything that we were actually doing, and yeah, it was a Great stuff. Just as we're going along here enjoying the scenery and the roads, just moseying on down, I'll give you some facts on Sarajevo that a day or so ago. As I said before, it's the largest city of Bosnia with a population of 275,000, and as I say, the nearby I can't say that word. There's about over 500,000 altogether in that area. So it's nestled within the greater Sarajevo Valley of Bosnia, and it's surrounded by the Dinaric Alps and situated along the Miljacka River in the heart of the Balkans. So Sarajevo is the political, financial, social and cultural centre of Bosnia and a prominent centre of the culture in the Balkans, with region-wide influence in entertainment, media, fashion and the arts. Due to its long history of religious and cultural diversity, Sarajevo is sometimes called the Jerusalem of Europe or Jerusalem of the Balkans. It is one of only a few major European cities to have a mosque, a Catholic church, Orthodox church and synagogue within the same neighbourhood. Interesting that. Although settlement in the area stretches back to prehistoric times, the modern city arose as an Ottoman stronghold in the 15th century. Sarajevo has attracted international attention several times throughout its history. In 1885, Sarajevo was the first city in Europe and the second city in the world to have a full-time electric tram network running through the city, following San Francisco. In 1914, it was the site of the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria by local young Bosnia activist Gavrilo Princip, sparked World War I, which also ended the Austro-Hungarian rule in Bosnia and resulted in the creation of the Kingdom of Yugoslavia. Later, after World War II, the establishment of the Socialist Republic of Bosnia and Herzegovina within the second Yugoslavia led to a massive expansion of Sarajevo. Then the constituent republic's capital, which culminated with hosting the 1984 Winter Olympics, marking a prosperous era for the city. However, after the start of the Yugoslav wars for 1,425 days from April 1992 to February 1996, the city suffered the longest siege of a capital city in the history of modern warfare. during the Bosnian War and the breakup of Yugoslavia. So Sarajevo has been undergoing post-war reconstruction, and it's the fastest growing city in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And it's a travel series, No Planet is named Sarajevo as the 43rd best city in the world. Yeah, some dad facts and things, gracias of Wikipedia for you. And here we are now. We're now getting towards our next night stop, which is Trogir, which, like I said, just outside Split. Okay. Again, another town with lots of history. Give you a little bit more dance facts as we're on about it. So, Trogir it comes from ancient Greek, and it's a historic town and harbour on the Adriatic coast in Split, Dalmatia country, Croatia. Population of 10,818 as of 2011, and a total municipal population of 13,260. And the historic city of Trogir is situated on a small island between the Croatian mainland and the island of Sarajevo, I think that's how it's pronounced. It lies 27 kilometres west of the city of Split. Since 1997, the historic centre of Trogir has been included in UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites for its Venetian architecture. Trogir has 2,300 years of continuous urban tradition. Its culture was created under the influence of the ancient Greeks and then the Romans and the Venetians. Again, lovely, pretty city, actually. You've seen the photographs in a minute. These are some of the photographs on the way there. It's our lunch stop, a little pretty place. That was our hotel in Trogir. A nice little place. Lovely harbour. Again, we got there in good reasonable time, so we could go for a little bit of walk in the sunshine. Pretty harbour. Again, I love boats as well as my bikes, so that was really nice for myself. So real pretty place. So that's it for this episode. A few more photographs before it finishes. I'll be up with you with episode 5 in the next week. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Please do put a like in. Please comment on anything of this that you wish. Hopefully be nice. It's my first few tries of this. Thanks very much everybody for watching.